What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Third Gen Junkies. You know who it is, Chris, and on today's episode we're going to be doing the second part of the 5.3 Space Ghost engine prep for the Port 15. So we got the kit here, the rust stop kit that I showed you guys. So it has this degreaser. It's like supposed to be mixed 10 part to 1 part water, so I'm gonna re-degrease it again. And then it has the metal prep etching rust neutralizer, which is the same as this, which is the same as this. So I'm not sure what all I'm going to use or not. I'll probably use this and this, and I don't know, I might use one of these just to figure out if it works or not, and probably take the other two back because it is like $10 a bottle. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it like that. I would do it right here in the shade behind Sylvester's truck, Big Vestas truck, but I can't do that, and I don't want to move my mother-in-law's vehicle up here because I don't want it to splatter anything onto the vehicle. So yeah, looks like there's a debacle going on across the street. Crazy kids. But here we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix up this in my degreaser spray bottle, wherever the hell it is around here somewhere. I threw it over here. Yeah. Here's the Zep or the purple power bottle. It doesn't really matter. I think the Zep one is better because it does the stream. So go ahead and mix this stuff up and get back with you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I mixed up the degreaser. I put about half of the bottle from the Port 15 from this guy, wherever it went, right here, in there, and filled it the rest of the way with water. We have our metal prep. I think I'm going to use this one and this one. I'm not going to use that one. And then here is the actual painting, the paint, I guess, to turn it black. Hopefully there's enough there. And then to brush it on, I couldn't find any of my other foam brushes like this. We do have some somewhere down in there buried in the household stuff, and I didn't feel like digging. I'm tired. I worked at the shop today up until, I don't know, 4 o'clock, so I'm tired and I'm just trying to get through. So what I did was took some painter's tape, and for these whatever they're called, acid shop brushes from Harbor Freight, and that's what I'll go ahead and use and put the rust remover on. But I put the degreaser on there, I sprayed it down with the jet hose. Now I just need to let it sit and dry a little bit before I go ahead and do all that with the rust reformer or whatever. And like I said, you guys know I'm not using this oil pan. I'm not using that sensor. I'll probably use a different sensor. I'm not using this bracket because that goes to the actual oil pan. I'm not using this. I'm not using this timing chain cover. I'm not using the harmonic balancer. This won't be used. If anything down the road, maybe I'll use something like this and use it as a turbo drain to drain back down. But usually the turbo's in the front of the car, so usually you want to go back into the timing chain cover. But yeah, we're not using this plastic bracket or anything. So as of right now, I just need to wait. I need to let this dry, and then I'll get back with you guys. See, there's still grease. I mean, this is just a plastic piece that's not getting used. It'll come off with the oil pan, so it doesn't really matter. But I mean, for the most part, it looks really, really good. I mean, it looks better on the other side. because I've worked really hard on this side. I mean, look at it's raw metal again. So hopefully this rust reformer does what it's supposed to. And look at how shiny that is right there. So hopefully it'll do what it's supposed to do. It'll stop this rust, kill it. We'll get it painted. It'll look good, and then we'll go ahead with the disassembly. We'll pull the harmonic balancer off. We will pull the oil pan off. We will change the oil pump out. We'll change the pickup tube out. The splash shield and the oil pan will get changed out. The rear cover, front cover, all get changed out. New gaskets. Cam will get changed out. Lifters will get changed out. We got all new of that. Yeah, so it's a lot, but I'm rambling, so I'll be back when it's dry and we'll go on to the next part. Alright guys, I'm back. So now I'll start using this metal prep stuff. See what all we can get accomplished here. The sun's starting to go down behind the trees a little bit, so at least the GoPro won't overheat now. Let's see if we can get something accomplished. See if this stuff actually works. Use the navel generator. Oh, you guys are looking at the sky. Kind of in the dark. You know what? I might have to go around to the other side. Yeah, let's start on the other side of the block, because then we got some light. Here, I'll put you over here. Might be able to see better. Alright. Let's see how well this stuff actually works. It says wear gloves. It's not me. I wear gloves. Should, but I don't. Aw, man. My brushes don't fit in the hole. They don't fit in the hole. I got too many brushes. Okay. I'll be right back. Red Solo cup for the win. Look, it's purple. Look, it's purple. Let's see what happens. The thing is these brushes are leaving, what's it called, bristles on the metal, which sucks. Stupid little bristles. Good for getting into areas that are tight, but just not the greatest when it comes to leaving bristles on everything. It's gonna suck when I come to paint it black, because then it's gonna paint the bristles into it. Hopefully not, but we shall see. Alright, that is that side. Let's see. I'm going to do the front, I guess. I didn't even read the instructions. Maybe I should read the instructions, huh? It says, remove loose or flaking rust, paint scale, etc. Surface must be free of grease, oil, and temperature should be applied with 70 degrees. Apply with a brush, roller, spray, or dip rusted metal directly in solution. To remove rust, keep surfaces wet with metal prep for 30 minutes. If bubbles appear, smooth them out with a sponge. Metal surfaces. Keep metal surface wet for 10 to 20 minutes, then thoroughly rinse with water. So, seems to me like this is kind of like the navel jelly stuff, but navel jelly, I guess, is only 10 minutes. So, I'm not going to do right there because those are the ports for the water pump. You guys over. Flip this up. Technically, I probably should because it is metal. Oh, whatever, it's not going to hurt it. Plus, I'm going to grind that area to make sure that it's a nice clean surface for the water pump. Just another thing, I think I got to get a water pump for this. Can't remember. Oh, I got F-body accessories, I forgot. So I don't really need them. Yeah, that's all of the front there. So now I'll move you guys around to the other side. Side where it's pretty dark and you can't see what I'm doing. There's my cup. Oh, there's my cup. Oh, there's my cup. Okay. I'll do this side and then I'll do the back. Slop this stuff on. I've got my first drip on my finger. Somebody over here has chickens. Just heard a chicken get into another chicken. Some bracket holes that we don't have to worry about, but I don't want rust to get in there or build up or anything. So. Alright, there's that side. Now let's do the back. Back of the block. Man, we're going to have a lot of this stuff left over even for that little bottle, man. Unless I just keep at it. Just keep adding more layers of this stuff and boy, that dog is upset. A little noisy over there. Like they don't want to be tied up or something. This stuff goes on pretty easy, surprisingly. most people don't take the time and the effort to make their stuff nice unless they have a $20,000 or $30,000 car. They'll make it nice, but most people don't do it, and that's why their paint jobs come out like crap. They don't look good. So it's funny, if you look here, I still have about 1/8 of the cup, and I still have freaking, gosh, about half the bottle. I just added a little bit more, so now I think I'm going to keep this quarter bottle, but I still want to use the navel jelly. I'm curious to see how good it is. But check it out, look at this. Look, it's converting the rust into this white stuff, but it says try to keep it saturated and wet. So start back and go back over it again, like so, because this is where I end up starting at. Yeah, look, it's converting it. You can see it's turning the rust white. I don't know why it's turning it white, but go back around here. Let's see what the front looks like. A little bit white. See, there wasn't a whole lot of rust up here in the beginning. So there's a lot of oil and grease and stuff in these passages. So it ended up, you know, didn't really rust, being that it was so caked on with oil. And so I mean, it was a 120,000 mile freaking plow truck motor, you know what I mean? And Ken only used it to plow, or Kenny and Ken only used it to plow their driveway. They didn't plow anybody else's driveway, not the neighbors, nobody. It was just their own. So, you know, didn't get beat on. It wasn't like they're out plowing for hours on end. They go out and plow their driveway, and then that was it. They put it away. So it wasn't like it had most plow trucks that have 120,000 miles on them. It's more like 320 because of all of the hard abuse. But I don't think this one falls into that category. It had a lot of rust on it, but I mean, that's to be expected when it's a plow truck and it never gets washed. When it doesn't get washed and salt gets on the block and the frame and everywhere else on the vehicle, it's gonna rust. Just like Old Blue. Old Blue's sitting in front of the house right now with a fuel pump out of it, and there's rust on spots that I'd never seen before because it's just been sitting. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's an old truck. It's a 2000. New truck. It's a 2010. So keep applying this stuff. I'm still curious. I want to see what this navel jelly stuff's gonna do. Look at that. Look at that. That's actually working pretty good. But I'm going to take the rest of this prep. I'm going to put it back in here. The other one. This is one whole quart. This one says directions. All the rusted areas must be submerged in the rust remover for it to work. When all the rust has been removed, rinse the metal pieces with water. 415 rust remover works in as little as 20 minutes for light rust or overnight for heavy rusted metal. But I don't think I want to crack into that, because I mean, we technically don't even need all of this. So I don't know. I just want to use that navel jelly, because that you literally paint it on, you let it sit 10 minutes, and you rinse it. Don't sit no 20. It's 10 minutes. I'm going to use the rest of this up that's on here from the Part.2, and then I'm going to move on to the navel jelly. God, it looks like it's working pretty damn good though. I mean, they say the navel jelly is the best. I haven't even touched that yet. So if I go over this with navel jelly and it cleans it up better than this, good lord, it's gonna come out really nice. Really, really nice. It's definitely working, for sure. I mean, look, you can read everything. It's super clean. Look at this. Granted, all I'm doing is literally reapplying to the same areas. It's working. I know this is going to be a boring video, guys, but you know what? You want your stuff to be nice, this is the fucking effort that you got to put in to get it nice. You can't just expect it to be nice. And this is the type of effort that I put into my body work when I work on cars, when I do mechanic work, I do research, and try to make it as nice as humanly possible. Look at the holes, man. They're already so clean. Look at that. Crazy. Literally, I'm not even like gently applying it. I mean, I'm literally destroying these brushes, putting in all the holes. I mean, this thing is going to be super nice when it's done. Hope it runs as good as it looks when it's done. Just being very careful that I don't fling any up into the cylinders, so I don't need any issue with that. For some reason the back of the block is not changing as much as I thought it would have. Oh, there's some chunks of dirt and stuff because I didn't have a good enough brush to get in here when and the pickler thing didn't, or whatever the hell it was. I forgot what it's called, but it's kind of hard to get in there when you have a freaking engine stand in the way. Let's see. Alright guys, I'm going to let that sit for about 10 minutes, then I'll probably come back and do the, I'm not going to use this, and this is for very last. This is the actual paint. Gloves, and yeah, I'm definitely going to wear gloves because I don't want that getting on me because I still have undercoating and bed liner on me from work today, little black specks and stuff. So yeah, so I'm not even gonna use this because this is basically the same thing as this, just a bigger bottle. So I think I'm gonna break into this and I'm gonna use this I'll be back in a minute, alright? Alright guys, I'm back. And off camera, see that hot pink jelly? That's this navel jelly rust remover. And it basically says clean all excess of loose, rust, dirt, blah blah blah. Scrape away all that shit and then brush it on liberally, working into pitted areas, leave on 5 to 10 minutes and rinse off with fresh water. And repeat if rust remains. Crazy part is, I filled this cup like quarter of the way, right? And this thing is still full to here, and I've already done one coat on the engine. So as you can see, there's pink everywhere. Look at all the pink. It's just everywhere, all over the ground. Pink, 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 pink 5-3. Pink, 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 pink. So give me a minute. I'm gonna let this sit for 10 minutes, then I'll rinse it off and be back. Alright guys, been 5 minutes, I've rinsed it off. Let's see what the results are looking like. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Dipstick tube I really don't care about. It's whatever. But look at that. It's still wet, but it's definitely converting everything. Maybe I should have left it on just a hair longer. See what this side looks like. Oh, I just sat down on a wet bucket. That's gross. Still converting some stuff, it looks like. It looks damn good though. Trying to make sure. I don't care if the pants get wet. Just keep it out of the cylinders. That's all I care about. Yeah, it looks like it's converting it very well. And this is the really crappy rusty side. So it looks a hell of a lot better. Looks like that other jelly, the Rust-Oleum stuff. Or Rust-Oleum. The Pour 15 stuff works really well. It just takes a lot longer. The navel jelly seems like it converts it a whole hell of a lot quicker. But you just got to do more. Seems like you have to do it more. Because it says leave it on 5 to 10 minutes. I did 5 minutes on that one. I might do 10 minutes, but I'm starting to lose light. It is 7 o'clock now, so I don't know. I might do a couple coats off of camera and end it here. And then the next one I'll actually be Pour 15ing the engine block so that it's, you know, ready for paint. And that will be where I actually, a lot of people don't agree with this, but I do it. I don't care what anybody says. Where I use propane torch to heat it up. I'll heat the block up, and then it'll open up the pores on the metal, because the steel has pores just like your skin. Like when you get in the hot shower and scrub all the dirt out, your pores are wide open. Same thing. When you take a cold shower, they close down. So basically I'll heat up the block with this. It'll open the pores, and then I'll go ahead and paint on the Pour 15, paint it, and it'll look good, hopefully. So I'm gonna do a couple more coats of this navel jelly, or maybe even the, I don't know, I might just stick with the other stuff, the Pour 15 stuff, because I mean it is working. It's definitely changing all of it. I mean, you can see it's more metal now as opposed to some of the rust that's like here and some of the rust that's here. But it's definitely changing all of it, converting it all, which is awesome. Oh, got a little water on the top of the piston right there. But it's definitely working. So I'm gonna end this video right here, guys. So like, subscribe, have a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, later.